Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the player ratings. Crystal Palace 3, Everton 1. A much deserved win for the Eagles at Selhurst Park, who just literally worked harder, had a little bit more craft, a little bit more desire. And they got their 3 points in the end. 3 goals, 3 points. Whilst we're probably everything opposite of what Crystal Palace were today. Let's get into it. Jordan Pickford in goal. I thought he did alright, Pickford, to be honest. Nothing he could have done, I don't think, for the goals. Made some good saves. Kickham was alright. He was alright. Concede 3 in your goalies, like, alright. I think that shows everything about your defence. Give Pickford a 6. Seamus Coleman. Listen, I love Seamus Coleman a bit, but I noticed a couple of things today which people obviously don't often talk about, but there's little things in his game now which can't be helped, but of his age. But there's like little things like he's not he's not fast anymore, so he's always likely to give away things like corners. Because he can never get to the ball first. He's erratic because he's never got any composure on the ball, and we saw that for the first and the third goal. And we need to desperately bring in a right back who's a fast right back who can get up and down the pitch. And just let Seamus be the backup, because it's just embarrassing watching him most weeks now. And he gives everything, and he's got, great captain and all that. But he's not good enough. And today give away for me 2 opportunity, just 2 moments of stupidity, and went along to, they didn't directly give us them goals, but they contributed to the goals. I just thought he was bad all game. So I'm just going to give him a 2, because I just thought he was horrendous. Ben Godfrey on the other side. I thought they played on Ben Godfrey a lot, certainly in that first half, because they had someone who was fast on the outside and thought he fancied himself. And I don't think Ben Godfrey likes when someone's faster than them, or as fast as them. And obviously with Gray playing in front of him, it didn't really give him much cover. And a few times they exploited that in the first half. There was also the second goal, which he should have done much better with. The ball is there, and he freezes, and Tompkins gets a tap in. I just thought, he's not a left back. He's got the pace, and when he's faster than the other person, he can get to the ball first. But when you've got somebody who's as fast as him, suddenly he doesn't look as good a player, because he struggles to defend. So I'll give him a 4. Give him a 4, but it just, like him being out there today, exposed. Listen, if you're going to drop players, it better come off. If you're going to leave players out, it better come off. And it didn't today, because I didn't think he was particularly good at left back, and I thought Mason Holgate was shocking at centre back. I thought Mason Holgate was just shite, to be honest. Again, going in for things, trying to be a hard man, not being strong enough. I've given him a 3, because I just thought he was poor. To be honest, and he's definitely not the answer at centre back, and definitely I'd be looking to find someone to take him off our hands and free some money up, and start getting Branthwaite in a position to be the backup. I don't know how long that's going to take, but you got a good promising player there. He's only 19, of course, and he needs time. And I'm definitely not saying put him in the first team, but I'd start looking at him to be starting to, get more experience, whether that's at loan or whatever. But they need to get that pathway to get him in the team. And maybe he learns a little bit being in the team. But certainly he's the future, and Mason Holgate definitely isn't. And Michael Keane isn't either. Michael Keane was all right on Monday night. I praised him. I thought he did well, but tonight he was garbage. What he's doing for that first goal is absolutely beyond me. The lad gets it. Conor Gallagher gets it in the box, and then is it Ayew? Ayew gets it in the box. Sorry, before Conor Gallagher taps it in. And what's he doing? Why does he give him 2 yards? Why does he just stand off him and just let him put a ball into the box for a tap in? What's he doing? Get tight to your man and be strong. What are you doing? Get a block in. He just stands up. Watch it. He just stands off him and just gives them the freedom of the park. It's absolutely shocking. And there was another one later on. In the second half. Ball's coming over, and I think Conor Gallagher just gives him a little shove. And it's like, what are you doing? Yeah. An experienced centre-back, lad. Go through him. Win the ball. Just falls to bits. Absolutely garbage. So Michael Keane. 3 as well. Just crap. Just fall to bits. When people put a little, like the whole team, people put a little bit of pressure on, they all just fall to bits. So the defence was just shite today. Well, conceding 3 goals to Crystal Palace. That's appalling. I mean, look at the goals we concede. We had 2 clean sheets all season. How can you have a counter-attacking side if you can't defend, and you can't defend those set pieces? It's just abysmal. In front of them, Delph. Delph was Delph, really. Just ran around a little bit. Faux hard man. It's not really arsed. His heart's not in it. You can see his heart's not in it. It's like there's nothing there. Like, relying on players like him who just don't care about the football club. Just run around, does his job, looks busy. He's not really doing anything. It's the attitude of some of the players. They're just terrible. They're just absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. I've given him a 4.5. Decore actually wasn't much better either. He was quite poor today. He had a couple of moments where he was trying to break free with the ball, but he just made poor decisions. He got a yellow card as well, which means if he gets booked on Thursday, he'll be out of Sunday's game. Why not put him in the position he played in the last 20 minutes on Monday? Why not? And just let him try and break the lines and join in and get forward. And we didn't. And I thought he was quite poor as well. I've given Decore a 4. Gomez, I didn't want him to start, but needs must, I suppose, with injuries. Alan was out. Couple of moments, but especially that first 20 minutes, he looked absolutely lost, not quite knowing what his position was. Letting people just run past him. Whereas I think he's the kind of person he should be sitting in front of the back 4 with Delph, and then everything's in front of him then. So I've given him a 4 as well. Damari Gray, again, probably our brightest player. Everything was into him, and that becomes a problem as well because everything goes into him and nothing goes anywhere else, and then we're relying on him. First half, he had a couple of moments, couple of shots from outside the box, didn't really trouble the goalkeeper, broke her up, tried to get us going. Not as much in the second half, again, couple little moments, but I've given him a 6. Again, the other night, there was loads of players flooding forward, so that's why he had time on the ball. But today, there wasn't. So he gets isolated on that left-hand side. Whereas the other day, Decore running into space, with Richarlison running into space on the other side. Gordon, I think it was, running into space. So you're opening space up for him. Nothing today. Nothing. He was just completely isolated. No one moving for him. Tactics were to sit back. So, you're not going to get anywhere with that. Townsend, I thought it didn't work today with Townsend. He didn't really do anything. He should have gone off instead of Richarlison. I know the manager said he had a calf injury. It didn't look like he had a calf injury. He didn't look like he was injured. I mean, he looked pretty upset to be taken off. So, manager saying got a calf injury. Player didn't look like he had a calf injury. But Townsend, he didn't offer anything. It just hasn't been working the last few weeks with Townsend. It just hasn't been working with him at all. But he should have gone off today. This is an opportunity for the manager if he's got a couple of players. If he's got Rondon, and play him from the start. Play him. He started against Liverpool. He did all right with Richarlison. Play him up front with Richarlison off him. But you've got Townsend to bring on then. Does the manager truly believe in what he's doing? Does he truly believe what he's doing? I think Townsend should have got. I've given Townsend a 4 anyway. Richarlison isolated all game. Very, very difficult for him to get into it. The way we played, we never played on the counter attack, so therefore he was just completely isolated. I've given him a 5 because he didn't do anything in the game. And when he had an opportunity to do something, he took him off, which I just found was baffling. Absolutely baffling. And one of those things that fans remember. So, it's just a poor decision in my eyes. A really poor decision to take him off. I just thought it was stupid. Because leave him on the pitch. Put Rondon up front with him. Go have a number 9 in Rondon, a number 10 in Richarlison, and have 2 midfield, Decore and Gomez, Gordon on the right, Gray on the left. We're 2-0 down. Do you know what I mean? We're 2-0 down. But no, he leaves Townsend on and just keeps the 3 in midfield. We're 2-0 down. It doesn't make any sense. So negative. Negative. Evertonians just won't put up with football like that. If it isn't bringing results, they just won't. We had positive football under Martinez and we wouldn't put up with it because it never brought results. It's as simple as that. Yeah, it doesn't matter whether people say Richarlison was apparently carrying a calf injury. He wasn't happy when he was taken off. So, he didn't want to go off. It doesn't matter whether there was an apparent injury. That's what the manager said. Subs, Rondon did all right. Got the goal. Fair play to him. I'll give him a 6. He did okay. As I said, reacted first. Got the goal. Fair dues. Fair enough. Fair play. For that. I've got no problem like Rondon coming on in a game like this when there's no one else and putting him with Richarlison, and then you've got a couple of players up front then. So fair play for getting his first goal. Gordon could have and should have got his equaliser. He really should have. It's a great run, and he's sort of like at the last minute he realises that he's in. He's through. And he's like, he's looking, and someone does make a good run in the box and gets great to like the penalty spot. But at the last minute, he realises that he's in, and he tries to go across the goalkeeper, and it's what they teach you because he's thinking, well, if it goes in, if it doesn't, it comes out and someone gets a tap in, and really he needs to just be smashing it into the top of the goal. I've given him a 5 because he's got to score or pull it back for someone to score. I'm sorry, but he just has. You can say all day, he's done great. You've got to score there. You've got to. Or you've got to set the Mari Gray up for a tapping. You've got to. He was unlucky. I appreciate that. But you've got to be scoring. You've got to. Excuse me. You've got to. And he hasn't. And that's the difference. That's the difference. That's one of those things. To me, there, you just smash it high into the roof of the goal. Keeper's on the floor. So, yeah. So I'll give him a 5. Yeah, but there you go, another defeat. Chelsea on Thursday, Leicester on Sunday. Woo, boss innit? Boss being an Evertonian at the moment. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Make sure to check out Baz's videos. Make sure to check out mine's the Mathew Action if you haven't already. And check out tomorrow. We'll be on Patreon to do the final word. If I can muster the energy. No, we will be doing the final word live over on Patreon. Make sure you join us if you're not on Patreon. Why not join Patreon? It's boss. It's what enables these videos to be made. And everything goes out on podcast as well. So make sure you check that out. There'll be a link. There's a link in the description if you're watching live, and it'll be on the screen if you're not watching live. Thank you for watching. See you later.